Sorry. I'm in mute. So the requirement is so I want to display one output like this. Okay. So first of all, customer, company, delivery like that, invoice, logo, company, customer, and there's some header information. Okay. The customer header the document header information I want to display here, and the item information I want to display here, and the last signature I want to display here like this. Okay. And here something customer is coming, right? So uh, in real time what will happen, so the company, they're creating something sales orders and they will deliver that one, right? At that time they will maintain three documents. Okay, so one is for company purpose, and one more is for delivery guy purpose, and one more is for customer purpose. Okay, same data same output. Okay, same output, they will maintain three copies. The first copy, customer will be there, the second copy, company will be there, third copy, delivery will be there. Okay, three copies but three different names. Okay, customer, company, and delivery, but same data I have to maintain, but different headings. Okay, and something logo, the company logo I want to upload here. Okay, an invoice will come in the middle, and the company information and the customer information, and here I want to display something information in the tabular format like this. Okay, header information. Okay, header information I want to display in this way, and after that one the main data. Okay, main data should come like this, and the last signature I want, for signature I want to display one box. This is the requirement now. And now, so first of all I will do it later. I mean the customer copy, company copy, delivery copy, I will do it later. So first of all I will do these all things. So first of all, invoice, the design I have to change it once again. Okay, the layout I have to change it once again. So click on form painter here. So form painter is this one, but invoice window should come in the middle. Okay, and the customer information is coming here, right? So I want to display this one in the right side. Okay, and in the left side I want to display some company information. So in the output, how it is coming? So company information is coming left side and customer information is coming in the right side, right? So I will apply the company information here. So I have to create one more window for the company. Right click on the page one and click on create button and click on window button. So it will create one window here. Just drag and drop here. So for this one only it will take little bit time. Okay. Okay, fine. And now I have to check the oh. Now this is okay. For looking, this is good. This is good. And now I want to display something, the table format, right? So this is a company copy and this is a customer copy, and here something table format I want to display. So I will take something, one more window here. So this window I am renaming this one. Okay, I am renaming to, this is the company information, right? So company information, and form painter one more time, and right click on the page one, click on create button, and click on window. Okay, so window I will apply here. So this is the, this will be like this. Okay, and here I want to maintain some header information, and this is a fixed information. Okay, and I will rename this one to something um, header information. Okay, fine. Click on form painter one more time. Okay, and anything, one logo is there, and one signature is there, right? So I will go for that one. So one logo, we will take it later. So first of all, let me complete these all things. Okay, here I want to display something signature window. So I am creating one more window here for signature. Click on create button and click on window. Okay, I will drag and drop the bottom. Okay, for signature. So I will rename this one to signature. Now, so the layout is coming like this. Okay, the layout is coming like this. So we have to design this layout as per the user requirement. Okay, the user requirement is this one. Okay, so this type of things they will give, the end user will give you, or the functional consultant will give you like this. Okay, now signature is coming, right? So I want to display something signature text. I want to display here like this. Okay, signature, and it should be the center alignment, only center alignment. Okay, one box should come like this. Okay, and center alignment I want to display. Okay, now I will come to the smart form. This is the signature, right? I will take something text in this window. Okay, so right click on it, click on create button, and click on text here. Okay, signature. Signature. Okay, and here, and but I want to apply some center alignment for this one. Okay, center alignment. So first of all, activate it. Let me check how it is coming the output. Okay, it's activated. I'm checking here. Click on back button. Click on execute button. Click on print preview. Click on scroll down here. Signature is coming, but box is not coming here. Okay, that box is not coming. So what we have to do? We have to, so with a smart form, this is signature, right? So this is a signature window. Okay, signature window I'm taking here. So this is the signature. I want to apply something box for that one. Okay, for that window, I want to apply something box. So the signature is coming here, and click on output options, and here something data is coming like this. Okay, the data is coming like this. Now I want to apply some border for this box. Here the outer frame is coming like this. So if you select this one, so total 4 sides lines will come. Click on this one. So here something four sides lines are coming here. Okay. For example, if you don't want the top line, okay, so click on this top line here like this. Top line won't come. Okay. So one more time, if I want to apply the top line also, click on this top line here. Top line is coming. Okay. For example, right side. The right side I don't want line. So click on this one here. It won't come. So one more time, if I want that one more time, click on here. Okay, fine. Now here width. Okay, the width also we have to maintain here. Okay, so the inches I am taking one here width. Okay, now activate it. Okay, it is coming this much. Okay, fine, but inches is not required. The thickness is very on point. I am taking. Click on activate it. Okay, fine. Now I will check it. Okay, how it is working. I will check in the output. Click on print preview. So signature, where is coming? It is coming here, fine. But it should come in the center alignment. Okay, center alignment. So we have to create one more alignment in the smart styles. So paragraph format I am taking. Click on create node. This is center alignment. Center alignment. You can ask here, so already one header is there, so here also I have applied header alignment, but the text is bold and the color is green, but I don't want this bold and green color, just center alignment, that's enough. So center alignment I am taking, and here centered I am taking. Okay, we can activate it. It's activated. This is CA, right? Center alignment. So I will go to the smart form, I will change it here. Okay, so signature is coming here, signature is coming here, and provide a style here CA, but CA is not applying here, CA is coming here, fine. Okay, CA, activate it. So click on back, execute it once one more time, click on print preview, scroll down. So signature is coming the right alignment, fine. You just leave it here. Okay, so one thing is completed, signature is coming. So after that one, this one also coming, and after that one, this one something header information I want to display. Okay, header data I want to display the table format. Here you have to remember one thing. Okay, so here header data, and this is fixed data here. Okay, this is a fixed data. So S1 number, here I want to display S1 number, and here S1 number I want, and here document date, here date I want, and the document type, and here the text will come here, and one more thing I will take from header data. Okay, so other than that one, the data is not increased here, the data won't extend here. Okay, if you come here, it's not like that. Okay, S1 number is coming like this, item number 10, item number 20, 30, 40. If you take another SO, it may contain 10 items. So it will depend on the business. So the data is increasing here, but header data should not increase. Okay, that will be fixed data, and I want to display some table format like this. Okay, so for that one, what we have to do? So first of all, we have to paste the data, right? So in the program level, where is this? Here I'm getting uh, header data. Okay, so header data I'm getting into Workday VBAK. Okay, so here I want to fetch some more data. Okay, document date, document type. So this type of things I have to fetch the data. So I will go for VBAK first of all. So what is the document date here? AUDAT. Okay, AUDAT is the document date, and document type category is document type AUART. Okay, AUART is the document type, and okay, it will come in plant level, item level. Something business area I am taking. Okay, so I am displaying information like this one, business area. Okay, business area like that I want to display. Okay, so first of all I have to paste the data, right? So for that one, I'm copying this one. I mean remaining fields also I have to copy AUART and AUDAT. Okay, AUART, AUDAT, AUART, something name here, business area, business area, document type, document date, document date. Okay, and this is the customer, you know this one. Fine. I'm fetching the header information also. This header information also I want to pass to smart form. So previously I did not pass this data because I'm getting only sales document number and customer number. Now I'm getting document date, document type, and business area. I'm getting the work area. So this work area also I have to pass to the smart form now. Okay. So I will come to the smart form for work area BBAK. So in the form interface, so I want to fetch something data from the driver program. That's why I'm going for small form interface here. Okay, in the form interface, I am writing here work area VBAK type. For the type name here. So here we have to create one structure. Okay, here we have to create one structure /o s11. This is a data type. So I'm starting with data underscore. This is so header one. Click on create button. There is a structure for S4 header. Okay, and first one is the sales document number, BBELN type, BBELN underscore BA, and AUDAT document type, and AUDAT, and AUDAT only, and AUART type, AUART only document type, and business area. Okay, so it's coming like this. Okay, only 4 columns I am taking from VBAK table. Let me check in the select query also. Okay, so VBELN, AUDAT, and AUART, and the Kunar also I am taking, right, and here also I will maintain Kunar customer number. Okay, now activate it. Click on local object. Click on OK button. So it will throw something warning, so I'm not click on yes button. So it is activated, object saved and activated. So I will copy this one now. The structure name I will copy and click on close button. And now with the smart form, I will paste the structure name here. Okay, check it once. Fine. This is coming now. Okay, This work area VBAK also I am getting from the driver program. Okay. Now I have to display the data. So where I want to display the data in the, where is it, in the form painter? What's the name I have given? This is the header, right? So header here in this folder. Okay, in this window I want to display the data. Okay, so but here I want to display the data in the tabular format like this, right? And fixed for, and this is a fixed data. Okay, so if you want to display the data in the tabular format, two ways are there. Okay, one thing is the table. In the main window I have taken one table, right? In the main window I have taken one table. Okay, if you take table, then what will happen? If you have more data, okay, so it will go to next page. Okay, the main area, okay, in the main area the data will loop here. How many records are available? The first page 10 records are coming, in the second page 20, third page 20, like that the data will increase here. It will depend on the data. If the data is huge data, then it will go to the next pages also. The data is not available, if the data is available only 5 lines 6 lines like that, the data will display in a single page only. Okay, so it will increase, I mean it will extend to the next page also. Okay, if you take table, then it will extend to the next page also, but I don't want to extend the data. The data is fixed here, just document number, document date, and document type, and business area. I want to display this much of data only. This is fixed data here on tabular format. In this case we will go for template, not for table. Okay, template is also looking like table only, but that is a fixed data. Okay, in the interview they may ask the question, what is the difference between table and template? Okay, so first of all I will create template, and after that one I will come to the differences. So where is it, the header, right? So this is the header, right click on it, click on create button, and click on template here, not table, template. Okay, the template also, template is coming like this, the symbol, the logo is coming like this. Okay, in the template also we have to maintain some uh, rows and columns. Okay, some rows and columns we have to maintain here. Fine. So first of all, I want to display how many columns I want to display. Let me check here. I mean rows, 1 2 3 4, 4 rows I want to display, right? So 4 rows and 2 columns. So I will design like that. So first of all, click on the pencil button and drag and drop the uh, rows and columns here. First row, second row, and third row. Okay, so if you want to decrease the size or increase the size, you can do that one. Okay, and I want to drag one more column here like this. Okay, so each and everything we are doing here, some rows and columns like that. Okay, if you come to the this one, details tab. Okay, you can see here some measurements here. Okay, you can see some measurements. What's the measurement here? Okay, so this is the first line C1, right? So the column 1 is coming here. So here I'm dividing into two parts, so first part and second part, right? So I want to divide into equal spaces. Okay, the first cell and the second cell, the same spaces I want to divide, but I cannot adjust this one like this. Okay, exactly, I cannot adjust this one. So I will click on this details button, and here we can see. Okay, we can see 7.45 and 8.75. In the left side 7.45 centimeters is available, in the right side 8.75 centimeters is available. Okay, total width is 16.20. Okay, total width, one cell total width is 16.20. Okay, so at the time, so I'm dividing like this, but equally I want to divide, right? So first of all you just calculate this one, but the sum for this one 7.45, right? 7.45 plus and 8.7. Sorry, 7.45 plus 8.75. Total is 16.20 is coming here. Okay, so the total width also 16.20. Okay, and here also it is coming. If you add these two things, then 16.20 is coming. But I want to divide into equally. Then how much I can give here? 8.10, 8.10 here and 8.10 here. Then it will come into the equal 8.10 centimeters, and here also 8.10 centimeters. Okay, now click on table painter here. Now you can see it is coming like this. Okay, now the first cell in the first row, first column and second column, it will contain both spaces, same spaces. Okay, same thing I will do for second row, third row, fourth row also. Click on details button one more time, and here also 8.10, and here also 8.10. Okay, these are centimeters, and here also the third line also 8.10, 8.10, and here also. Okay, now click on table painter here. So now it is coming equally. Okay, the lines are dividing equally, but width is coming here. The first row something width is coming. So second row, third row, fourth row. So that one also I have to maintain here. Okay, so the first row height is 5.33. Second row height is 5.33. Sixth row, with the third row 4.66, and fourth row 4.67. Okay, so first of all I have to do the calculate for this one. How much height is coming here? Okay, how much height is coming here? So first of all, let me check the header here. What is the output options? Height is 2.93. Okay, height is 2.93. 2.93 centimeters I have to take here. Okay, first of all, 2.93 centimeters, right? Click on close. 2.93 centimeters. Okay, is it correct? I will check it one more time in the header in the window. The output options you can see here, width is 16.20 and height is 2.93, right? So 2.93 I want to divide into four rows. Okay, so 0.7325 centimeters. Okay, 0.7325 centimeters I have to take for each row. So double click on this one, and template is there, right? So for each and everything I have to apply 0.7325 centimeters. So double click on the details tab here, and here first row is coming 5.33. Here it is coming like mm. Okay, millimeters. So I have to convert this one to centimeters also. I can convert this one to centimeters also. Okay, otherwise you can convert this one into millimeters, like 73.25. Okay, 73.25 mm. Then it will go for like that. Okay, okay. It should not come like that. First of all, let me check in the mm only. So here something data is coming in the mm, right? So height is 5.33, 5.33, 4.66 and 4.67. First of all, I will calculate this one. 5.33, 5.33 plus 5.33 plus 4.66 plus 4.67. So total 19.99 is coming here. Okay, total 19.99 is coming here. So I will do by 4. So 4.99. Okay, 4.99 centimeters I have to take like that. Okay, so fine, I will do that one only. 4.99. Here also 4.99. So click on table format here. table painted here. Now each and every row is divided into equally. Okay, each and every row divided into equal spaces, height and width, like that. Okay, and after that one we have to apply some borders for this one, right? So click on pencil button here and select the each and every cell here. Okay, select the each and every cell. Okay, and now click on the border here and click on this button, plus button. So automatically all the things will apply like this. Okay, now the first column I want to display the data like, see the class will disconnect in 1 minute, please reconnect it once again. Okay, so in the first row, the first column I want to display S1 number. Okay, the first row, second column I want to display the sales document number. Okay, the second row, first column I want to display document date. The second row, second column I want to display the date, actual date. The third row, first column, I want to display document type. Okay, so in this way we have to do this here. In this way we have to write the code here. Okay, now right click on it, click on provide the text here. Okay, so this is the text for, this is the text value for S1 number. Okay, uh, text for S1 number. Okay, here I am maintaining S1 number. Okay, S1 number,